What if you were trapped inside your own apartment building, and every hallway was filled with deadly spiders? No escape. No safe room. And the police have already sealed the building. That's the nightmare waiting in Crawlers. The new trailer delivers creepy creatures, claustrophobic survival, and some seriously disturbing moments. But is this just another killer spider movie, or could Crawlers actually become one of the most terrifying horror films of 2026? Let's break down the trailer. Crawlers takes a very simple horror concept and turns it into a survival nightmare. The story follows Serena, a building manager played by Matilda Lutz, who suddenly finds herself responsible for keeping the residents alive when a catastrophic infestation of venomous spiders takes over their apartment complex, and the scary part is that this isn't just one giant spider hiding in the basement. There are spiders everywhere. They multiply, they spread through the building, and the residents are trapped inside because of a police-mandated quarantine. That setup immediately creates one of the biggest strengths of this movie: there is nowhere to run. Usually, in a creature horror movie, characters can escape to another location. They can jump into a car, leave the house, or run into the woods. Here, the building itself becomes the trap. Every hallway, apartment, staircase, and dark corner could potentially hide another creature, and that's exactly the kind of environment where a horror movie can create constant tension. The trailer also makes Serena look like the central survival character. She knows the building better than anyone else, which could make her the residents' best chance of survival. But the movie isn't simply making her a fearless action hero. She's dealing with her own fear at the same time. That gives the character something more interesting to fight against. She's not just trying to serve, she's also trying to overcome the fear that's been holding her back, and I think that could give Crawlers a little more emotional depth than your average creature feature. The visual atmosphere is another thing that caught my attention. The trailer uses dark interiors, tight spaces, sudden movements, and quick glimpses of the spiders instead of showing everything immediately. That's a smart choice when it comes to horror. Sometimes what you don't see can be more frightening than what you do see. But Crawlers definitely isn't afraid to show its creatures. The trailer gives us enough spider action to understand what kind of nightmare these residents are facing, and if you're someone who already hates spiders, this movie may be extremely uncomfortable to watch. The concept is also arriving at an interesting time because creature-based horror continues to find new ways to turn everyday environments into dangerous places. We've seen monsters in homes, forests, oceans, and underground locations. Now Crawlers is basically asking, what if your entire apartment building became a giant spider trap? That's a pretty effective horror hook. The cast is led by Matilda Lutz, with Gregg Sulkin, Melina Matthews, Chris Rogers, William Miller, and others appearing in the film. The movie is directed by Ángel Gómez Hernández and written by Jason Rothwell, and based on the trailer, the movie seems to balance creature horror with human survival drama. That's important because a movie like this can easily become repetitive. If it's just characters running away from spiders for 90 minutes, the tension could disappear pretty quickly, but if the story gives us conflicts between the residents, difficult decisions, limited resources, and the constant threat of the infestation spreading, the movie could keep the suspense alive. Another thing I like about the premise is the quarantine element. The characters aren't simply trapped because the doors are locked. They're trapped because the outside world believes the building needs to be contained. That creates another layer of danger. Because even if the residents survive the spiders, they still have to figure out how to get out, and the trailer suggests that authorities may be willing to take extreme measures to stop the infestation from spreading. That could create some serious pressure during the final act. Now, does Crawlers look completely original? Well, honestly, not necessarily. The basic idea of people trapped with deadly creatures has been used many times before, and spider horror itself is nothing new, but originality isn't always about creating an entirely new concept. Sometimes it's about taking a familiar idea and executing it well. And that's what I'll be watching for with Crawlers. Does it build genuine suspense? Do we care about the people trapped inside? Are the spiders actually scary? And most importantly, does the movie give us a satisfying survival story? The trailer definitely has potential. It looks fast, claustrophobic, creepy, and designed for audiences who enjoy creature horror. The movie also has a relatively focused runtime of around 86 minutes, which could work in its favor instead of stretching the story into a 2-hour experience. Crawlers could potentially deliver a quick, intense horror ride, and honestly, that's probably the right approach for this type of movie. I don't need a 3-hour spider movie. Give me 90 minutes of escalating tension, terrifying creatures, desperate survival decisions, and a strong ending, and I'm interested. The trailer gets the job done. It gives us a terrifying premise, a trapped group of survivors, creepy creatures, and enough mystery to make me want to know what happens next. And if you have even a small fear of spiders, you might want to think twice before walking into this apartment building. Crawlers arrives in US theaters on October 16, 2026. So tell me, would you survive a night trapped inside this building, or would you be running for the exit immediately? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy movie trailer reviews, horror movies, and upcoming Hollywood releases, make sure to subscribe to Dark Horse TV for more.